Today, I got a box. That's right, a box. Stick around, we're going to open it up and find out what's inside. Thanks for joining me back here on the 419 Outdoors today. As I mentioned, today I got this box in the mail. It came to me from S.Maxwellknives right here in Ohio. I met Stan last year at the Central Ohio Bushcraft Gathering, and I've had a custom knife on my mind ever since. I was just impressed with Stan's work, and when I met Stan himself, he's just a really good dude, and he's all about getting the knife you want the way you want it. So I was describing to him the knife that I was thinking of, and as it turns out, he had one already started that met most of my criteria. So a few tweaks here and there, and voila! I now have my very own custom knife from S.Maxwellknives. As of right now, it's one of a kind, but may possibly be number one of more to come. So without further ado, and so I stop rambling on, I am going to get this box open and see what we got. So let's do that. Stuffing. That's right, made in the USA. Hashtag America. Alright, so let's get the brown paper off and take a look and see what we got. It is hot out here too. I don't know if you can tell I'm sweating. It's like 91 degrees here in the north of Ohio. Oh, she's pretty. Oh, look, tinder. Don't need that. So before I get the blade out, I just want to show you the handle here. Okay, let's pull this off and take a look. Now this is called the Mini Kephart. As you can see, it's Kephart design, just not as long. This knife here is made from 8670 carbon steel. It features OD green canvas micarta scales with copper pins and the lanyard tube. The blade is 1/8 of an inch thick and has a 90-degree spine. It's great for your fat woods and your ferro rods. The blade length overall is 3 1/8 inches, and the knife itself is 7 3/8 of an inch long. It is full tang, so that way I can baton it. Not that I'm a fan of batoning my knives. But look at the detail in the blade. I can't really see how well that's showing it to you, but it's just crazy looking. This is a very pretty knife. I'm almost gonna feel bad putting it through wood. Let's put it through some tests. No point in owning a knife it isn't gonna do what you want it to do, right? So let's do that. Before the weather takes a turn for the worst on me here, since I decided to wait till it cooled down, I'm going to do a couple of tests with the Mini Kephart and see how it performs. First test I want to do to it is I want to baton the knife through some fat wood, scrape my fat wood, and light it with a ferro rod. Now, as I've said before, I'm not a huge fan of batoning my knives. It's just not neat. It's not necessary. But for this purpose, on a small scale, see how it performs, we're just going to go ahead and do that. So, let's make fire. No damage to the blade whatsoever. Nice clean. Just give her a little wipe off. Good to go. Alright, now that I've got my piece of fat wood here, let's go ahead and give this a scrape, get a little pile going on, and make fire. Now that we got our nice little pile of fat wood, let's give the ferro rod a try, see how this goes. That worked pretty well, I'd say. The throw sparks nice. You can feel it grab the ferro rod real nice. Happy with that. And the next thing I want to do with it is to make a steak. This is something that's fairly common to be done out there. So I just want to see what kind of time it would take me with it as far as how sharp it is to be able to make a steak. So let's do that. There you have it. Simple bushcraft peg, steak, whatever you want to call it. Call it an elephant, I don't care. This knife is very sharp. That took almost next to no time at all, and not much for effort either. If the wood hadn't been split in some spots, probably could have done it a little faster, but nevertheless, tent steak that easy, that fast. Yep, I'm good with that. Now that it's been through all of that, let's see how it does simply cutting some cordage. We put it through the worst that I'm going to put it through anyway. So now let's see how it does with the simplest task of just cutting some cordage. It's that easy. Alright, so I'm going to wrap this up here and give you my overall thoughts of this S.Maxwellknives Mini Kephart. Overall, I absolutely love this knife. As I said earlier, this was kind of in my brain a long while ago anyhow, so I'm super excited to see it in person now and get to hold it and use it. Absolutely love the green micarta scales. They're fantastic, and he did the work that I asked him to do for me in the handle to make it comfortable for my hand, and it's absolutely spot on. So I really love that. The detail in the blade, as you may have seen before, is just fantastic. He did such an excellent job. 90-degree spine, and it is just absolutely shave you sharp. So overall, I am very excited about this, and I'm ready to get out into the woods and really put it through its paces and see how it does. If you're interested in having a custom knife done yourself, go to Instagram, S.Maxwellknives. Give him a shout, tell him what you got, and see if he can't create it for you. I'm overly happy with mine, and a big shout out to Stan. Thank you. Alright, until next time, everybody, live free, have fun, get dirty. See you then.